This is the value shading project. This is the finished product, done in pencil. And this is what you begin with. This is the photograph of the rose. Everybody will get one of these pieces of paper, or you can print one out. First step is you take the piece of paper that you have with the photo on it. Then you flip it over, and what you're going to do is you're going to shade the entire portion where the rose is, or where the photo is that you want to trace, with a dark graphite sheet of pencil. What I used was a 6B, and all you need to do is make sure that it is a 6B or a dark pencil. You don't want to use anything light, you don't want to use a mechanical pencil, and what you want to do is use the side of your pencil to make a nice smooth surface on the back. Next, what you do is you are going to grab a blank piece of paper, and you're going to make sure that your photo is lined up on that paper, like so. And then what I like doing is I like taping it so that it doesn't move around. So what I'm going to do is put a piece of tape on it and make sure that it's nice and aligned. So now I have my paper aligned on top of my blank sheet. So I've got photo paper where I've drawn the back, and then I have the blank paper, and it's done like so. Now I'm going to grab another pencil. What's best is to use a lighter pencil to do this, to trace it, and I'm going to just use a 4B instead of a 6B. The 6B is the darker one. 4B is more of like a regular good soft drawing pencil. So how you begin is you just start outlining. So what I'm going to do is just outline this section right here. Oop. And then what you can even do is make yourself a guideline as to, well, I see some shadows right here. It's like a medium shadow. Here's a dark shadow. Here's the next petal. And I want you to notice something. As you see a new petal, the reason why you can see this petal popping out is not because it's outlined, it's because there's a shadow behind it. So as you draw and as you shade in, what you're going to be doing to make these petals stand out is you're going to be drawing in the shadows. So what I'm going to do here is I'm even going to just give myself like a little indication that there's a shadow here. Okay? And what happens now, as you see what you've done underneath, that large sheet that you drew earlier works as a way to transfer the drawing from here to there. And what's great is that it's exact. And you can actually now look at your drawing, go over here and make the shadow. So for that area that I was making the shadow, I want that petal to stand out. So what I'm going to do is I am actually going to use the 6B, and what you can do is you can wait until the whole section is done, but I'm going to use the side of the tip of the pencil, and I'm going to create the shadow underneath the petal, just like that. And then what's great now is we have these nice blending stumps, and what you can do is take your blending stump and bring your shadow out. So now you see the line that I made for this petal is gone. What you see and how it's now popping out is because I made that shadow underneath. You see that? So now this line is what I initially drew, but it now looks like it's 3D because I made the shadow underneath the petal. And that's what you guys are gonna do. You're gonna create your flower by copying the value shades that you see. And then as you work, you'll either decide whether you want to trace the entire thing, or you may want to just do certain sections like I just did here. I did that section right there, and then start shading in. Okay? And then eventually you'll get to this point where you will finish your drawing, and it's going to look great. Thank you, Hector, for the great example.